sit.
In this video, I'm talking about autism and ADHD, organization in daily living, and I'm super excited about this, and I'm joined with Jess from To ADHD.
Hey!
All that coming up.
Is this the camera?
Yeah. It's like my dad does when he's on Skype. Hey guys, welcome back to the Aspie world. My name is Dan. I have Asperger's syndrome, ADHD, OCD, and dyslexia. I make weekly videos on this type of content. So if you're new around here and you want to learn more, remember to hit the subscribe button by clicking that notification bell. And if you're watching over on Facebook, hit the like and follow button to see daily videos from me.
Daily?
Daily videos on Facebook. This is one of the ways I've...
So impressed.
I know, I make so much content. Burnout is definitely on the horizon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like...
Hey guys, yeah, so you know Jess from To ADHD. We've done a video before. We hung out at VidCon. Well, you guys know who she is. But the exciting thing is we are actually doing a neurodiverse panel at VidCon this year, and it's going to be on the 11th of July in Anaheim, the VidCon in Anaheim. We are on the 11th of July at 2:30 p.m. in room 208, I think it was.
Yes. 208.
So basically you got to come down and see us. There's us and a bunch of other cool, awesome creators which you'll definitely have heard of. But you guys got to come down and listen to the panel and support the panel because it's the first one of its kind, and I really want it to be successful. And I want to get feedback from people. And I
also,
want to meet
it was
you
Daniel's
guys.
idea.
I'm not going to take full credit. The second I said that, it was both of our idea. It was I seeded this idea, and then Jess came up with the idea to kind of like plan it logistically, do it, and I think it's definitely a team effort. So it's awesome. So yeah, come down and meet, hang out. Like if you're going to VidCon, even if you're not, this is going to persuade you to come to VidCon, see our panel, and hang out because I think it'd just be amazing.
Plus, like, just all the autistic and ADHD brains.
It's gonna be. I know. It's never been.
It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, it's never been. Oh, I'm just so excited for it because there's finally a place for us in VidCon, and love it. Anyway, guys, VidCon, July 11th, 2:30 p.m. in the room 208.
See there? How long have you been doing YouTube?
Seriously, I started taking YouTube seriously in 2017.
Okay, yeah, I started doing it in 2016, and like I hit burnout right around where you are now.
I know.
So like, do you take at least one day off a week?
I do not.
Yeah, you're gonna want to start doing that.
And I tell you something else. I don't even take. I work up until I go to sleep. So.
Yeah, no, I did that too, and it's really hard to turn it off.
It is.
So right,
I love work.
You're excited and you love it, and when you find the thing that you love to do, like there is nobody that will work harder than somebody with a neurodivergent brain. In my experience, if you get them engaged, if their brain is engaged, like they'll just go. Like
it's powerhouse, man.
Yeah. So I was the same way. Like I would work from the time I got up to the time I went to sleep. Like I would, reluctantly like drive to work, but then like I'd be like I was waiting tables, and I would like go to this table, that table, everybody's good. This table, like out back, like hidden in the hallway, was like my YouTube comments.
Yeah.
It's like, how are you guys doing? Okay, cool. You guys need a steak, you need a refill, like whatever. And then like, how's the comments doing?
Hustle.
Yeah, hustle. But here's the thing, like you and I are at different like places in like how long we've been going. I hit burnout really hard, and what I had to do organizationally was a mandatory day off a week.
Yeah.
Like one where I was not allowed to look at the comments. I was not allowed to do anything, right? Can you imagine?
Do you know what? I
had to force myself.
Well, this is all about organization, right? And let me tell you this now. I upload at least 7 times a day on Twitter, 3 times a day on Instagram, daily videos, and 2 other posts on Facebook. I upload on my YouTube channel 4 times a week, and I also put out content daily on Snapchat. I try to go live on Instagram and Twitter every single day.
You are superhuman.
I love it, but I'm really close to saying, okay, I need to take Friday off. I think I'm gonna actually take Friday as my day because that's my backlinking day, so I could do some backlinking in the morning and then the rest of the day off.
A whole day.
Okay.
Whole day.
All right, okay.
Daniel,
maybe.
They love you. You guys love him, right? Like put in the comments like if you want Daniel to take like a mental health day a week, cause.
This is okay. Maybe all right. We'll do a poll. Maybe I'll put a poll up here somewhere, and then we'll do a poll on a card. You guys let me know if I should take a day off. Everyone's gonna say no.
Because you're gonna burn out your seriously. What happened to me was one day my brain just shut down and was like, I refuse. Like I just refuse.
No more.
Yeah. I will not work under these conditions. My brain went on strike. Is what happened, and there was nobody to cross the picket line.
I felt close as well, and it's difficult when you have a family as well. You're trying to do the rest of the family. You're trying to work. I know. is amazing. So I got little sleep, which I don't mind because I like getting up early and doing stuff. Like seriously, I get up early and then I get him to, he has a bit of a bottle and he goes to sleep, or some food or whatever, and goes to sleep for a bit, and then I'm just straight on it, but I love it. I don't know. And this is the thing, like, I'm so unorganized. I'm so unorganized, so I have to use organizational apps. And this is how I do it. Like, you're wondering, like, how on earth do I do all this content? And I actually, one of the most amazing things, and we briefly touched on this on your channel, is the Apple products that I have available to me. And I'm not like, this is not sponsored or anything by Apple. I'm not trying to get in their good books. I'm just telling you, like, how you could have like a gadget that, like, it could be a tablet or Samsung or whatever. But
I have a Mac and an iPhone.
Yeah, so my iPhone and my iPad revolutionized my life, and it was no third-party apps. It was all to do with they have the calendar on the iPhone, which has
like Google Cal, or
no, it's like Alcal, the Apple calendar. So, and what the beauty of it is, I can say, look, I have a terrible short-term memory. Okay, so I can say, someone says to me, Dan, can you appear at this event on Saturday? I'm like, yeah, cool. I won't be there because this won't happen.
Okay. So what do you do?
So this is what I do. I get my phone out and go, hey Siri, remind me to go to this event on Saturday at 6 p.m. Also, give me an alert 2 hours before, otherwise this doesn't happen, and he'll do it. So he'll put that in my calendar, put an alarm on, tell me exactly what I need to do, and if I say the name of the place, it actually finds it on the map and attaches that to it. Amazing. That is life changing. Just that one, as an example, that was life changing because now I was able to go to events. So what about you? Do you have issues with this?
Okay, so much issues. Organizational issues are a huge challenge for me, like enormous. So I have some things that I do, like for a while I was using the bullet journal system, which I actually love. I did a video on how to do it. So like you'll see on Pinterest like these really beautiful spreads, like don't do that. That's not the actual like original bullet journal system. It was designed by somebody with ADHD to be like super fast, and it's pen and paper. And so we know that from research that we remember things better when we write them down physically. So you write them down physically, and it's a whole system where like you don't forget to do anything because you have to migrate your tasks to the next month or whatever. Like, I found it very effective at first when it was just me. As I grew and had a team, I really needed to sync calendars with other people. I tried different things. I tried Asana, which is a task manager. The latest thing that I'm trying that I actually really love so far, but it's like preliminary, so take that into consideration. It's something called SkedPal, SkedPal. What I really like about it is because
I'll link it below as well, so you guys can get it.
Yeah. So I'm doing a free trial right now, so like we'll see. But what I like about it is it has AI in it, and so it tells you it actually schedules things for you. So like you put in a task and say like I have to respond to this email or whatever, and like just the little things that might get dropped otherwise. Like I have to respond to this email. It's a small task. It'll take me 5 minutes or whatever, and then like it'll batch them together and stick them into your schedule, and so you can actually code
it's kind of like an assistant. Like it already knows what you're going to do.
And it adjusts your schedule. So like one time I was done writing an episode earlier than I thought, and I was like, normally I would just be like, I have an extra hour, and it was like, nope, this was work time. So like it just batched tasks and stuck them in there, and I was like, so that's what I'm working on next. It tells you what you're working on next, and it adjusts. And if you miss a deadline, like if you were like, I was supposed to do this then, and you don't do it, you don't have to manually reschedule it. It will reschedule it for you.
Wowzers! Like, see, I've been searching for different apps, and I'm gonna be doing a trial, especially for VidCon, because I feel like when I travel around, like me and Alex, everyone knows Alex. If you don't, I'll set a picture of him here somewhere. But when we travel around, Alex is my assistant, and he helps me like organize logistical stuff. So he's the guy who needs to use all the apps. So what we're doing, we're searching around for different apps, and I'm gonna put a bunch on the table. And I'll probably check this one out.
Yeah, try SkedPal, because what I like is like you can say like these are my work hours, and so you can be like, I want to do this task during work hours, or you can be like, this is anytime I'm awake, and it'll schedule a task anytime you're awake. Or you can be like, I know from these hours to these hours, like I'm most creative. So if it's a creative task, I'll tell it only to put it in the creative hours. Yeah, and it does it automatically. There's a learning curve to it, but I think it's going to be worth it.
This is currently my to-do list, okay? Let's just watch.
Right, and those to-do lists, like those things that you have to do are not like in your calendar, and so it's
they're just
to not get done.
So what I need is something way more practical, or just the idea of getting into my head that I can be more organized. I just need to believe in myself that I can do this, because.
And also, like, to a certain degree, like, accepting that organization is a challenge. Like, I've just accepted that I am not the person who's going to be sending Christmas cards. Like, right? I am just terrible. Like, I don't know where you live. I don't remember your name. Like, I love you. I will hug you at a party.
But yeah, you know, I feel the same because like I always feel bad because someone's like, oh, you sent me that thing. I'm like, yeah, cool. 3 years later, I'm like, oh, this is the thing I was supposed to send somebody 6 million years ago.
I'm unrealistically excited about something that I just started, but that's why I like Schedpal, is because like anything you put on the task list, you have to give it enough information for it to actually put it in your calendar.
So here's a question: will it prompt you to say, hey, you haven't given me enough data? Or will you have to just, or just stay there?
There's like a little symbol that tells you if it's been scheduled or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what? So I use so I told you a minute ago about the Calendar app because Siri is integrated as a personal assistant, and Voice First is amazing because I can't spell for buggery. Like I'm super dyslexic. I can't spell properly, and so when you're trying to spell things in task apps, they just look at you stupid and say, this isn't a real word. Are you okay? So when I say things to Siri, I feel like the Voice First agent is excellent. So that integrated with everything works really well. The one I was saying about the calendar, but I also use it for reminders. So the reminders one is cool because we're like, can you remind me to take out the trash at 6 o'clock today or whatever, or remind me to take out the trash later, and they'll be like, okay, when do you want it? Well, like, I don't know, it'll be like 2 hours. And it's cool, and it will. It'll tell you, take out the trash in 2 hours. Awesome. My watch wobbles and I go, okay, I'm going to take out the trash. That, again, has made me so much more productive.
That's so interesting because like I try to use reminders on my phone and they're confusing to me. And like I have an iPhone too. So I get reminders that are like, you know, check on Alex, and it's like 436 days ago.
Do you know, I have it as well. My reminders do have overdue things on. Like if we go to look reminders too. There's 2 overdue things on my reminders list.
What is on your reminders list? What did you forget to do?
One is set up it should be pension, but that says pension. And another one is phone David Lynch. When was
David Lynch? You're going to call David Lynch?
Oh, my friend is called David Lynch. She's not a director.
Oh.
The 7th of the 4th, 2019, which means that it was January, February, March, April. So the 7th of April, I was supposed to phone my friend David Lynch, and today it's like the 15th of May.
Yeah, that's my problem. Is like I ignore reminders.
So this one, look, put the black bin out 12 p.m. and this repeats every 3 weeks, which is cool. And this is called BD to cancel my contract, which is British Telecom because we're Brits. And then that was set up a pension. Look at this one, 28th of January 2019.
So why didn't it get done?
Because I have a billion other things to do, and I think like.
See, that's the thing. Like I'm busy, and so I
just
ignore my reminders.
Yeah. Do you have that same issue? So I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll get back to it. So here's the thing. I literally will never, ever, ever remember that thing, ever. Is this the same with ADHD?
So the same. Oh my god, yes. Like, same executive function challenges, basically. Like,
see, I feel like
planning, prioritizing, sustaining effort toward goals or whatever. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Do you know about...
I'm a hot mess behind the camera, honestly. I'm just like...
Yeah. But the things that are important and urgent get done, right? Like the uploading and stuff like that. Not just important, but like important and urgent.
By the skin of the teeth, like just about.
So do you procrastinate?
Oh my goodness.
How do you procrastinate? You do so much. Like, how do you have time to procrastinate? You're always doing something.
Well, I should ask you. Well, you should know it's ADHD. I go, okay, I have 1 hour and I have to edit down this video. So I'm like, I get the video bits and I load a Final Cut and I'm like, I wonder what beavers eat on a daily basis. Do a quick Google, it's not going to hurt. So I did something that revolutionized this, actually. I procrastinate like just crazy. So I did something that revolutionized it. I decided to turn my phone off when I was... because what happens is that the small interrupt on my phone, I was like, I might as well just check something else on here. And then, of course, you go down a rabbit hole, and 6 years later, you're watching cats playing ping pong.
That, by the way, is like why I was really into the bullet journal, because like you won't get interrupted by a text message.
Oh, so like it mutes everything.
Well, no, it doesn't mute anything. It's a book.
Okay.
It's a notebook.
Yeah, sorry. I just thought everything. I just think in digital tech constantly. Yeah. Everything doesn't exist. I see real life as algorithmic changes. You know that. Everything in my life is an algorithm now. Like,
I am terrified by technology.
Oh, I love it. I
can't handle technology. Like, it stresses me out so much. Do you know what I do? Like, for scripts, I have like a board, like a poster board, and I print my scripts out in 30-point font, and I read them and like, memorize like that line or whatever, and then I look at the camera and I say it. That's why like my edits are so tight.
I've seen one of your boards actually.
Yeah.
I don't know which video it was, but I've seen it. Yeah. I was like, oh, that's how she's doing it.
Yeah. I tried for a while to have like a monitor and like save the PDF and like the fancy monitor thing.
I do it on I do it with my notes. I have my phone next to me when I'm. I have my laptop next to me when I'm filming, and that's how I do it. And I feel like that helped me organise because I use the notes, which is the last app I'll talk about. And the notes on iPhone is amazing because you can.
Notes on iPhone is the best. It's
you can
so
have like,
fast.
tick, yeah, it's just great, and I can just be like, write it down, and you can have like a tick box now. You can like radio button say, oh yeah, I've done that task, and it's great. Well, I remember to do it, but if I remember to do it, it works, and you can just tick that thing, and I just love it. But the problem with it, as you've seen, I just pile in things to do, and then they never get done.
What about mail?
Mail is excellent, but I used to be that guy with like 600 unread messages, and then it went to 6 million unread messages, right? And then I was like, uh-oh. So I spent the last...
You do think it digital. I meant like physical mail, but like...
Oh, I do think it did. And I cleaned it all up, but now I'm overwhelmed with like inbox requests. I have no idea what's going on. It's organised chaos. I mean, I literally, this happened today.
Wait, it's organised though?
A brand messaged me and said, "Do you want to work with us?" I was like, "Okay, maybe." Yeah. So and then they messaged me about an hour later saying, "Oh, can you do this brand, sponsor with us, and we'll just give you the free product for life." I was like, "Oh my god! Like, I want to just calm down. Like, I will get back to you." But then I realised a day had passed. So it's kind of like
you thought an hour had passed, like a day had passed. Yeah, time is so interesting.
And it is only a concept, so I have difficulty thinking like, oh my goodness, like what time is it? Like that just blows my mind. Like time just goes way more. I literally I'll sit on my desk and I'll work. And then I'll be like, oh my goodness, 5 hours have passed. I haven't eaten or gone into the toilet. I'm like, what is going on? And this is probably why I had kidney stones, because I didn't even remember to drink water. Oh my goodness. But
I legit have drink water on my to-do list.
Yeah.
Like I had a sticker chart going for a while to remind me to
I used to have that app that, vibrate my watch, like, drink water, douchebag. I'm like, but...
Did it say douchebag?
No, you didn't, but that's why I feel like it was. It was just like, no, just drink water, you're an idiot. It's like, oh yeah, shoot. So
I feel like that'd be a fun app, like something that like bullies you into...
Yeah, something that with a bit of personality.
Like, but like you're like an angry boss, like an angry boss. Like, you owe me 2 push-ups by Thursday.
Jones, you're letting me down. You're slacking.
Yeah,
Where's the report?
Yeah,
that'd be cool, like a digital boss. Oh, but
that like makes you do things that you need to care about.
Yeah. That's awesome. Okay, I have a question for you, Jess. So here, my desk is super organised on the top, but then as soon as you open the drawer, it becomes just like a tornado has hit. So here's my question: how organised are you with real things? So forget digital tech. How organised are you with real things?
Not at all. Not at all.
So
I love organization. I love organizational tools. I have I do have one thing which is like my what is it, like sticker drawers or whatever. Like I have my envelopes and my stickers and my pens or whatever.
Organize it.
But then I never make it to the post office, unfortunately. But I have that organized. I love organizational tools, but I don't know what it is. I think it's because I don't allow myself time. Like when I think I need to do a task, I don't think to remember to include time for setup or cleanup.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm just I really am running around like a tornado. And so I will clean up and organize and stuff, and then I will come back at the end of the day and it's just explosion. It's utter chaos, and I don't know what to do.
The thing that gets me most is the fear of thinking, when am I going to do all this? And then I never do it, and then I have just stacks of stuff to do, and I'm just like, just keep smiling. And I think this is what you're saying about burnout. I think this is going to happen because I don't take that time to. I need to allocate time, but my thing. But so, and this, the funny thing is, I'm a minimalist, and anybody who's seen my vlogs and seen my house, you guys know that.
That's the key.
I haven't got a lot of things in my house. I got rid of a lot of things. I use Marie Kondo's kind of like the KonMari method, and
that's cool. I do use that for my clothes.
Yes.
I fold my clothes in that method.
It's amazing. You have so much space by doing it.
You fold them in thirds or whatever. You fold them in half, fold them in thirds, and they're vertical.
Right.
Awesome. So I used to have all my shirts, in a dresser or whatever, flat, and you'd have to dig through all of them, and so it'd just be a disaster every day. But now they all stand vertically, so I can see what shirt I want, and I can just grab that shirt, and the rest of it stays in order. So
she does it down to her socks and undercrackers, which I don't do.
Undercrackers?
Yeah,
is that a thing?
Yeah, it's a British term. Undercrackers? Yeah,
That's adorable.
It doesn't matter. Undercrackers, underpants, underwears. What do you Americans call them? Underwear.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my undercrackers. She doesn't she folds them. I'm not going to do that, but. the rest of it is cool. And this is the conflict I have. I love being a minimalist. I love having minimal things in my house. I love having very big, because people come to my house and like, where's all this stuff? I'm like, did you get robbed? But I'm like, no, it's just like, and then again, everybody you see my vlogs and watch me walk around my house, it makes me feel way more free and like I have space and I have, like, it's calming. But the problem is, like, you open my drawers where I work and it's just piled high with papers and letters and like to-do lists.
The paper
and, like,
monster, I call it.
Oh, and I have a shelf behind me that you guys don't see, which is below the level where I film, and it's just full of stuff that brands have sent me to, you know, introduction to brands and things that I want to work with, and they're just stacked there. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I need a better system. My overall plan is to have a better system.
I actually made a video on how to tackle paper monsters, because like, they get so overwhelming. Like, there's so much, and you just like have a mail pile eventually, and you're
just
like
so ready to recycle them all. And I haven't done them. I'm like, I'm gonna recycle it.
No, there's a cool trick. Like, even if you don't watch the whole video, there's a cool trick that I learned, which is having a slow paper bin. So instead of throwing stuff out because like you're like, I probably don't need it, like if it's something that you might need but you just don't want to deal with it right now, like
a transition box.
You have a transition box. Yeah, you have a slow paper bin. So it's a bin where you don't, like, it's not the normal trash, it's just a bin for papers, and you stick it there, and if you end up needing it, you can go dig through, and it's like by date, right? So like you can be like, oh, that was like a couple months ago, and you can like dig through.
So
and
this is like purgatory for paper trash.
Yes. It's purgatory for paper trash.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I like that idea. I might actually adopt that. I did have like a tray.
Right, because you're afraid to throw stuff out sometimes.
Yeah, because you don't know if it could be, you might need it, or maybe important, especially when I'm doing things like when I'm sending, like I send a lot of merch out to you guys, and I want to keep proof of postage in case there's an issue with it. Like I have done a couple of times, I get the receipt, so I want to keep the receipt for a little bit, but then it expires and I don't need it. So I think that's a really good thing.
Stuff like
I'm going to adopt that. And everybody, you should take this advice. That was a good piece of advice. That's amazing.
Wait, I want to know what your days are like. How do you organize your day?
How do I organize my day? I actually have a day-by-day organized map on my notes on my, let me show you, so on my notes on my iPhone. So what I do is, so I call it weekly job schedule. So this is Monday, all the things I've done on Monday, and then this is Tuesday, all the things I've done on Tuesday. And this is all stuff to set up my actual work. So this is all sideline. This is not replying to emails to people. This is not replying to brands. This is how I do my day-to-day. It tells me, and I hardly ever get through a day without missing something.
That's impressive, because you have a list and a routine, essentially.
Exactly, it's a routine, and I love it because I go, okay, between 8 and 9, I'm going to be doing my Facebook posting, whatever. Yeah. So, but recently I've been obsessed with scheduling everything. I can schedule Instagram posts, I can schedule Twitter posts, I can schedule Facebook posts, I can schedule YouTube. So I'm bulk creating content and then bulk scheduling, which is allowing me to potentially have Fridays off. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So this is it, and so
take the day off.
And that's how my day. That's how I day to day. And my day to day is crazy. It's like it's like getting on a train. I'm gonna go as fast as you can now, and I'm like trying to do all these things.
I remember those days.
Yeah, it's just
before the burnout happened.
Do you know? And I think it's panic because I think because of my livelihood. I panic. I think like if I don't hustle hard for this, my bills are not going to get paid. Yeah, it will.
I think a lot of us like use anxiety to drive us, and the problem is
that's the wrong drive.
It's exhausting and you burn out. But having routines like that and having lists is really helpful. I'm going through a lot of life changes right now, and so many of my routines have been disrupted, and like I can tell my productivity is taking a really big hit. Mm-hmm. And not only that, but like I'm dealing with processing a lot of like personal stuff. I'm going through a divorce, and so I'm dealing with a lot of grief and a lot of like heavy emotions, and so like this is my suggestion. Like however you're organizing yourself or your day or whatever, like just give yourself, like recognize that like you can't really compare yourself to somebody else. Like I'm so tempted to be like beating myself up right now because Daniel is like working 7 days a week and he's like accomplishing so much more than I am right now. But the truth is, like, I used to be there. I'm not there right now. I can't be because of what I'm going through. But see, it's not realistic for me.
I would envy. I do envy because I feel like the work that you put in at the stage that I'm at now has gotten your channel to where it is, and I look at your channel and think, wow, I want my channel to be that successful. And I do see it as a very successful channel. I admire it. So I think that it does pay off, and I think that you should be less harsh on yourself. I think it's great. You do need time to be, relaxing yourself and do the things that you need to do to sort your life out, because you don't want to end up burning out again or join me in a burnout.
Yeah. So right now, like my life used to be like all work, and now it's like there's not enough work in it. So I'm still working on trying to find that balance.
That's a weird, because sometimes, actually, when I first scheduled my entire week, which was 2 weeks ago, I was like, whoa, what do I do now? Like, it was weird. There was a void of time where and that was scary. It actually really scared it really got the wind up me, and I was like, uh-oh.
You have a hard time with downtime too.
Really hard time.
I'm learning how to take downtime, but I used to be so bad at it. Like, I would be like, okay, I'm gonna take the night off, and I'm gonna go like just out to dinner, and like I would come home with like a new project that I wanted to work on. Like, my brain was just like, what do you mean we don't have an off switch?
I found the perfect thing to fill the void.
What is it?
Learning more about my specific interest, as in SEO. So I learned more about, I was like, oh, I have like 2 hours that I'm not going to do anything before I officially clock off from work, you know. And I'm like, I'm going to learn more about how to make Instagram awesome. I don't know how to more optimize hashtags. What's hashtag research? Like, it's just work again. I'm just filling it with more work.
Yeah.
So
how do you get rest? Like, how does your brain rest?
Melatonin. I do. I take melatonin. But I think my brain rests when I'm enjoying learning. So I enjoy learning so much that it makes me feel relaxed. So what I do is, and I've got my girlfriend together this woman else, we watch documentaries at night, and that's awesome because I love it, because it's passive learning. And passive learning is so relaxing to me. It's almost like a cuddle. And so, but
it's almost like what?
A cuddle. or a hug, you would call it a hug.
Why are we so insatiable? Like, ADHDers, like people with autism, like, you know, like,
I don't know what, I think it's like, do you know what? It's like the desire and the drive to do amazing things, because we've probably spent most of our lives feeling inept and feeling like we're not as good as that guy, or there's something wrong with us. So I'm always like, I don't know, that there's something.
So even in the ADHD and autistic community, there's just like a drive to be better. Because
to be, I don't know, like to. I think it's gone past the trying to be normal, but it's not even overcompensating. It's like, how can I just prove myself in this world? How can I be me and show everyone this is me? I don't know, but I just love it. Like I love it. I wish I didn't have to sleep. How weird is that?
You know what I love? I love that despite the challenges that we tend to have in school, having different brains, and it's hard for a lot of kids being different and like having trouble focusing on all that stuff. Like, we still come out of that with a love of learning. That's
crazy. I used to despise school.
Yeah.
But I love learning things. Like, I love learning things so much that I literally went back to university later on in life. I was like way older, and I was like, oh, I literally did my degree because I was bored. I wanted to learn more. I had thirst for it, and I'd miss it, you know. So I'd do a PhD right now if I wasn't so busy with YouTube, honestly.
I'm hoping to get an honorary PhD.
An honorary?
Like, I am determined to, because I don't have the time, like you, I don't have the time to put into but I want.
But then again, advocacy in this, we could potentially get like psychology honorary PhDs potentially. I mean, that's what you do. University, check it out. I'm going to send this to my university right now.
Right?
But I have seen people get honorary PhDs in like music and stuff.
No, it's a thing.
It is a thing, and because PhD is no different to your PhD. When you do a Bachelor of Science or you do a bachelor's degree, that is the basis of your PhD. The only thing you do is you take one part out of your official, first degree, and you just do that to her.
Yeah, like I dropped out of community college.
Oh, you did? So
yeah.
You haven't got your bachelor's degree?
No. Stop taking on your responsibilities.
God, I know, and I think all the time itching to do something. Anyway, guys, this has been amazing. If you've really enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, because it would really help me out and it would help us out. If you want to go see the video I recorded with Jess about the differences that we face day to day and like just year in, year out between ADHD and ASD, go check out the video on her channel. I will leave it in the link below and in the cards up here somewhere. And we're gonna just gonna go and enjoy the rest of the time. I'm actually here in Boston right now, so which is crazy. So yes, America, thank you, and I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.